Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to the video!
Cheers!
Cue my intro. We got off out, I don't know if you can tell. We're all glam. And we just thought we'd drink and read some Reddit posts. Eleanor listens to this podcast. What is it called?
Two hot takes.
Two hot takes, that's the one. And they just read Reddit posts and just react. So
But
we were
they're
like,
not tipsy.
so we're doing it tipsy. I don't know, we're not that drunk, are we?
I am. They have like titles. I've never used Reddit before.
Neither.
But they have like titles in bold and then you have to write out.
We haven't got very long, by the way, because we only have until a certain point where my tickets are valid.
Oh, what time are they valid?
11:30.
Okay, it's 10:10.
We have time.
So we have like 20
Loads
minutes.
of time. We have sangria, by the way. I feel like this is a very like questionable looking liquid. It just kind of looks like dark brown. Cheers! Sangria! The last taste of summer.
So this thread is called Am I the Asshole? So they
Okay.
tell like their situation and then they're asking, am I in the wrong or is the other person in the wrong?
Okay.
Okay. So, am I the asshole, whale joke and making a formal complaint about a child, not to be posted anywhere else?
Oh no! Does that mean...
You can just delete it when you get picnics.
Why would you post it on Reddit if you didn't
Yeah.
expect... Yeah.
I don't really know what.
I'm fairly sure there aren't any legal implications.
Right, so don't know if I am the asshole here. My kids, male 13, female 12, came back from club last night.
Oh, club, like school club?
So 12 and 13.
Out on the town!
One of the kids had done a holiday PowerPoint for a challenge and had to photo A to Z. When they got to W, he had a picture of my son up with W is for whale written underneath. My son froze with horror and my daughter went into little big sister mode and protected her brother for the rest of the night.
Oh, so it was a different, like, not related child doing the PowerPoint.
It says one of my kids had done a holiday PowerPoint. And then it says, my son is quite a stocky lad. He isn't fat. He's built like a rugby player. This lad has always had smart mouth comments to make about my son. Oh, so it's another kid.
If it was his sister, I'd have accepted it.
Yeah,
I'd happily call my brother a whale.
My son was so upset about it that when he got home, he ran off to his room and sat curled up in a protective mode. I wrote a long message to the club leader about the presentation and how it was cruel what the other lad had done, and worse that the leaders had done F all about it on the night.
I think so.
I got a reply immediately saying that they had seen the presentation but hadn't taken it as to be a cruel comment. Red rag to a bull. I've never heard that
Red
phrase.
rag to a bull.
Yeah.
You know how when a bull sees like red,
I've never heard
they
that
like get like.
phrase. I threw a very long message back that someone would have to be ignorant and stupid to think that was an innocent part of a PowerPoint and that it was weight shaming.
Yeah.
And bullying, and I was not prepared to let this go. Now it's been almost 24 hours. I'm starting to wonder if I overreacted. Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
Not at all. Imagine.
Can you imagine?
Imagine in 5 years' time when that boy's 15 and he's insecure about his body because once someone called him a whale. That has lasting effects.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think you're being an asshole at all. I think that's plain like.
No.
And
I think the school is being an asshole. I think they probably have policies about how you can't be bullied in the school, and they don't want to admit that it would be seen as bullying because then they're breaking their breach.
I was all, oh my gosh, I just hit my head. I was gonna say how I think this kid who did the presentation, their parents
Oh my god,
are the asshole. If you haven't taught your kid that calling someone a whale isn't bullying, if that kid thinks it's okay and it's funny, like I must admit there are some friendship groups where like maybe people do take the piss out of each other.
But I feel like that's different because you know where their boundaries are.
100%.
You wouldn't call it to anyone else knowing that they'd be upset.
Exactly. Even if they were best friends at that age, they're so impressionable.
So destructive. I suppose like a 12 or 13-year-old might not get the effect of it long term, but
Do you think? I think it's more.
Do you reckon?
more likely that they'd feel the effects of it. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't
So-
mean feel the effects of it. I mean, I feel like a 12 or 13-year-old wouldn't realise the gravity of the joke they're
Oh,
making.
of course, yeah. They're not
Yeah.
taught about. Well, maybe they are these days. I feel like kids have been taught
These
all
days,
sorts.
back in our day.
Back in our day, being called a whale was just part of everyday life, you know.
I did actually get called a whale on the school bus.
No.
Yeah, my nickname was Blue Whale.
That's kind of cute. I love whales.
No, but they said, we're going to call you Blue Whale because that's the largest mammal on Earth.
It's not funny.
It's not. It's funny now, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I've noticed? I do that laugh a lot. That's it. Ha ha.
She woke up your deaf dog.
Ah!
Ooh.
Here we go. We've been filming for 17 minutes and we've done one.
We can get through a few.
My 28-year-old male girlfriend, 25-year-old female, shared my private pictures with her friends.
No.
We have been dating for 8 months. It's a LDR,
Long distance
relationship. We have a great relationship and she wanted to introduce me to her friends and we had a Zoom call. She made a joke which hinted that I was well endowed. Endowed?
Yeah, like big penis.
Right. Oh. Her friends laughed and one of them said, I know. I was extremely uncomfortable. After the call, I talked to her about it and she said she'd talked to them about it and I pressed a little and she confessed that a few of them may have seen a few pictures I had sent her because she had been drunk and got the text at the bar. I feel like a lot of people are guilty of this.
Do you know what?
Showing their friends. To be honest,
It's a very it's a sex thing. If it was a guy showing a girl's pictures, it would be like, oh my god, that is so out of order. Whereas I feel like with girls, it's not.
I agree. It's just,
You don't get criticised as much for it.
She said I should get over it as I have nothing to be embarrassed about and they were all jealous of her. It just makes me want to puke. I feel bad about myself. I don't want those to be shared. I'll wait till I've finished it and then we can talk.
Yeah.
I think I may be insecure about this. I feel like she sees me as a piece of meat rather than her boyfriend. It's breaking my heart. Oh my god. She thinks that it was just one slip up, but I don't know, honestly. I just want to block her. Bloody hell, she's your girlfriend.
Oh my god.
How do I deal with this? I think, to be honest, I understand both sides because I think as a girl, she's showing off.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole reason she's doing it. She's like, oh my god, look how sexy look how big his butt is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that is such a breach of privacy.
It really is.
Like, you trust someone, like, if you're in a committed relationship, like they clearly have been for 8 months, like sharing pictures, especially in like a long distance relationship, is kind of like, apart from like phone sex, that's like the only kind of intimacy you're going to be getting until you see each other. He's entrusting her with like very private imagery and she's just exploiting that.
Yeah, not taking it seriously as well afterwards.
I know.
Like when he's saying how he feels like uncomfortable and like exposed in the
and
same
she's
way.
playing it down.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, it's not a big deal because
Yeah, that's gaslighting that.
that's not on. I feel like
she has to at least appreciate how he's feeling and just acknowledge that, she might have made a mistake rather than just trying to deny it and just be like, nothing to be embarrassed about.
But what would your advice be? Like, would you sack her off or would you like...
No, I would definitely not sack her off, but I would have a serious sit-down conversation with her and be like, you've completely like violated my private, like, how would you feel?
I think that's the key.
How would you feel if I was showing your private pictures to my group of mates?
Yeah. He's going to be, every time like he goes to meet her and like meet his friends in this very like awkward, nervous interaction, he's going to know, you've seen my...
Exactly.
I do think that girls don't realise the gravity of it in the same way that boys do. Because you're never taught in school. You're taught a lot about boys how don't share nudes.
Yeah.
But it's never shown the other way around.
So true. I think it's the same with like, we were literally talking about sexual harassment earlier tonight and we were like, what was it? Something like 97-98% of females have been sexually harassed.
Yeah.
But, like, what is the statistic for men? What is the statistic that men's nudes have been leaked rather than females' nudes?
Yeah. But it's like, it is that thing of like, some boys might not be offended, some boys might find it.
They might not give a shit.
And like,
they might be proud of their schlong.
Yeah. If you sit down and you say to the girl, reverse the roles right now, how would you feel? How would you react? She would completely see it in a different light.
I don't know. It depends on the girl, I think, because I think some girls would completely deny it.
Really?
As a female, as a sex, I think women are typically quite bad at taking accountability.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I really do. And I think it's something that, like, as a human race, we kind of need to get better at. If you sit down, you say this has really affected me, and she tries to play it off, she doesn't take accountability, sack her off.
Yeah, I think sack her off for that reason. I don't think sack her off for this.
No, but
I think
if she just tries to brush it off, and she tries to gaslight you and be like, well, it's not a big deal, that's a red flag. See ya.
I think in general terms, like, people make mistakes. It's just how people are. Big mistakes, get rid. But
it's how they deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's if they're willing,
isn't that the truth,
to accept their flaws and to take on what they've done, then, like,
for sure,
you can.
Something is salvageable.
Yeah. Should I, 25 female, contact my husband, 27 male, after he blocked me?
What? That was that laugh again. Right.
He sometimes blocks me after a fight, and I usually contact him through email. I told him I hate being blocked, as it's so immature and it makes the relationship difficult. He said he wants a break from me, and I don't mind that, but I'm scared that if I don't email him, he will think I don't care.
Oh my God, I have so much to say already.
In brackets, happened in the past. Yesterday, we had a date and spent a nice evening until the end, when I offered him to buy him some dinner to take home. I basically got his order wrong. I am veggie, don't really understand all the chicken menus, so I said exactly what he wanted to the lady, but they got the order wrong.
Fair. Fair on her.
I apologised and asked if I could buy him something else, but he called me useless and just said that he needs a break from me and how stupid I am. He does this a lot.
Oh my God.
Every sentence gets worse. He thinks he needs to look after me because I am a child and don't know how to live like an adult. Oh, so in the comments, someone said, "Don't you all live together? ... And she said, "No, we have married Islamically."
So they don't live together, but they're married.
I think that's like a cultural thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've not heard of that.
Regardless, what the heck is he doing? What the heck gives him a right to talk to her like that? You're useless.
You got an order wrong. Why don't you order your own bloody food? What the fuck? And then he's blocking her.
That's oh my God.
Why is that is not the biggest issue.
Oh
the
my
biggest
gosh.
issue is the horrible things he's saying to her.
I know, that's terrible. But I just find the blocking quite funny, to be frank.
It is funny, like, why would you do that?
I imagine being married to someone and then you get in an argument and just block each other.
If we were to translate this to any relationship, unmarried or married, if they were to do that, like if you had a boyfriend at home that you weren't living with, every time you fell out, he blocks you.
I find it funny how he's calling her a child, yet when they get in an argument, he resorts to blocking her.
What on earth?
That is the definition of acting like a 12-year-old boy.
Say it with me. Sack him off.
Sack him off! I would not settle for that.
Over a wrong order.
If he's acting so
petty
over something so tiny and resorting to such like catastrophic measures, I would sack him off. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how Islamic marriages work. I'm not educated in that area. Maybe I should be.
To be fair, the whole of the post, it didn't mention that.
Maybe sacking him off is just not an option in that
Maybe.
culture. Maybe once you're married, I mean, to be honest, I really do believe that once you're married, it should be endgame. If you're not sure, I mean, I know people.
Do you agree with divorce?
I don't disagree with it. People change. Like, people grow apart, and I can understand. I mean, yeah, you should work at relationships, but people do grow apart, and people may not be able to get over that. So,
and
like,
people sometimes rush into things.
Agreed.
Well. That's another thing.
I think that is something that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't think you should rush into marriage, because I think I don't think it should be I love this person, let's get married. There are loads of things that should be considered.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody is in a very, very committed marriage and they just grow apart. That does happen.
I feel like this guy is not endgame.
Well, we don't know if it's an option. We don't know if divorce is an option.
And if it's not, then I feel like the best way to handle it is like try and talk to him.
I
like
think
take on
communication is key.
No.
Okay, last one. I'm gonna read it as quick as I can. Are you ready? This is gonna be entertaining. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm honestly in complete shock right now, and I truly have no clue how to handle this, but I'll try my best to keep it short. I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with PCOS at a young age and have been.
I've heard of that.
I've had many surgeries. Yeah, have had many surgeries to remove cysts. Right. I've had doctors repeatedly tell me that I don't regularly ovulate. Thank you. And due to the extensive injuries I've succumbed to from past surgeries, reproduction was simply this person is actually using pretty big words. Reproduction was
This is more than one syllable. How do I read it?
Reproduction was simply not likely in my future. This never upset me though, as I suffer a lot from mental illness and don't think I would be a fit parent. Oh, took a turn. In December of 2020, I started hanging out with this guy.
Okay.
20, he's 20. Oh,
How old is
she's
she?
21.
Okay.
She's called him T. T and I enlisted in the Navy right when I met him, so he made it clear that we couldn't date. Okay.
But they were like chatting or whatever.
Yeah, we slept with each other on a regular basis, and we soon became very close friends. It didn't take long to catch feelings for each other, but he always kept minimal distance because he kept leaving. He was sent to boot camp April 29th. The longer it went on though, he started to lose interest in me and began partying and sleeping with other Navy girls. We agreed to maintain friends, but he made poor decisions in the last month and rubbed me the wrong way, and we've been distant since. Yesterday, I decided to go to the ER because I thought I had a really bad cyst. I had been experiencing bad cramps for about 2 months now. My lower abdomen had started to bloat and I was having regular nausea. These were all normal symptoms of PCOS. I thought nothing of it. I got an ultrasound done and lo and behold, there was a whole ass baby in me. I don't even look pregnant. I just kind of chubby. I immediately started researching adoption options since I can't abort it. But when I told T, he was pretty adamant on keeping the child. I feel like I have a moral obligation to help him raise the child since it was both of our up.
What, does he want to raise it?
He wants to keep the kid, yeah.
Okay.
I also do not have finances to support a life, but T comes from a wealthy family and gets fantastic benefits from the Navy. I should also mention that in the past 7 months of my unaware pregnancy, I smoked weed regularly, gotten drunk on multiple occasions.
Why are you in the military?
Done acid. No, T is the guy that she's been sleeping with.
Yeah, but she's in the military and she's doing drugs.
No, she's not in the military.
She said that they were both signed
T
up to the
had
army.
enlisted to the Navy right when I met him.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, maybe I said we instead of T. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Maybe that had been just unclear to everybody since I started.
You just put an asterisk and
Yeah. I should also mention, gotten drunk on multiple occasions, done acid twice, and a little bit of coke once. This gal is a party animal. T is aware of all of this. Please give me any meaningful advice you have. I'm in desperate need for direction. I'm so itchy.
Okay, well at this point, if there's something stopping you from abortion, you can't abort it. If you want to, then I say go for it.
There's no option of aborting it now though. It's way too late on.
Is it late on?
She's 7 months pregnant.
If he wants the child, he can have the child. It's your life. he, by the sounds of it, is sleeping with whoever. He's out in the Navy. He's saying he wants to keep this child. Is he going to be doing the like long-term care of the baby? Because if he's not,
it's so hard to tell, isn't it?
then like give him the option. He can raise the child.
Obviously, there are so many parents who can't have kids that would love to adopt.
Yeah.
And in this scenario, like putting a baby up straight for adoption,
It would get
snapped up. Because there are so many kids who like can't, afford IVF or something.
Yeah.
Adoption is their only option, and yeah, it would be great. But then again, part of me is like, having an accidental pregnancy is so easy. Being on the pill, wearing condoms, it's not 100% effective. No form of contraception, apart from just not having sex at all, is going to be 100% effective. So it does happen.
Even then, there's the Virgin Mary.
Maybe you're blessed with the power of Jesus in your womb. The only thing that we can all do is just encourage people to have safe sex. If you don't want to have a baby, take the precautions.
But if it happens,
yeah, and there are options. I think so. You don't listen to the girls' bathroom.
No,
Eleanor's not that into it. They have been talking regularly recently about taking regular pregnancy tests.
Right.
If necessary precautions do have to be taken, you can take them, and it's not going to be too late, and you don't have to go through the trauma of birth, and you don't have to put a child up for adoption.
If abortion is an option for you, and that's something that you like, that aligns with your beliefs, and that's something you feel comfortable with, then 100% it's your body, it's your choice.
And I do just want to mention, probably a really, really appropriate time to give our thoughts to every woman in Texas.
Yes.
Bloody hell, don't get me riled up about it, because
Fuck's sake, what is going on?
We're in 2021! I'm just fuming about it, to
I'm
be honest.
really glad that you brought that up, because it's such a principle thing.
We need to shed a light on it. Honestly, our thoughts do go out to everybody in Texas who is not now allowed to have an abortion. Anyway, moving on. This is meant to be a fun, light-hearted video.
It's not really very tipsy.
No.
What time do we need to go?
Probably about now. In fact, yeah, we really need to go.
Do you want to
Goodbye! I'm not gonna lie, I might turn this into... I think we'll just end it tomorrow, but we really have to go. Bye! Oh my goodness gracious me. That video. I've already edited it, but obviously I don't have a proper... I'm not going to end it there because that was the most frantic sign-off in the history of sign-offs ever. It was a fun video to film, and we did make it before 11:30, in case you were wondering. It is now Sunday, so we went out on Friday night. I am officially ill. I can't breathe, and that wasn't just because I've rushed up the stairs. My nose is so bunged up. Not COVID. I did a test this morning, negative. So it's bound to happen. We go out, our immune systems aren't what they used to be. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was thoroughly entertaining to film. A lot of controversial topics, I feel, so please just remember to be nice. If you disagree with something I say or Eleanor said, that's fine. But don't be rude about it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I know it wasn't my usual content. Obviously, I only whack these kind of videos in here and there. Normally I'm very makeup, fashion or vlog orientated. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, let me know. We can do more. I can get Eleanor involved all the time. I'm sure she'd be very happy to do so. She's in all my vlogs practically. So anyway, I'm gonna go. So have a wonderful week.